Warning, this podcast contains Camelot.
Piss off, Dom.
Hi, everyone. This is a podcast.
Tried to hold it in. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
We're back for
Yeah.
Season 5, Episode 1, The Dark Swan. I'm your host, Dom, who is about to go piss off. With me, my co-host, Rachel.
Hello.
Clio.
Hi.
And,
That one.
yeah,
That one.
that one over there.
Hi, I'm that one.
Hide that one. And Omi, Nikki.
Mhm.
How's it going?
It's alright.
Good.
Is it? I totally just realized I forgot our lower third. So
I
yeah.
was gonna.
How,
I was trying to think of a subtle way to point that out.
How you guys? How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah.
I thought we were going back to our old ways from like last season.
I know.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, he's just, behind the times.
Yeah.
Nostalgia reasons.
Yeah. There we go. Boom. One shot.
What did we think of this episode as a whole?
As a whole, it was a fairly good episode. There was
Yeah.
parts in it that I want banging my head against the table.
I'm gonna say right now, there was a huge ratings drop on the show, and I think part of that has to do is they set the bar so high with Frozen, and then Frozen goes away, and it's like, oh, we're bringing in Camelot, and though Camelot is appealing to most of us, Camelot is not appealing to everyone.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Frozen is great. Everybody who made them feel like they set the bar really high, that's just stupid. Okay? Because you like Frozen and you like it so much, you're just gonna like go fucking nuts and be like, oh, Frozen everything.
Hmm.
And they change it on you and they're like, no, I want Frozen back. Well, that's not how this fucking show works. Okay?
Omi's
No.
laying down that law for you.
Yeah.
This is not how it works.
No.
Well, no,
you,
I
you
mean-
have to accept the new storyline and you
Oh,
have to embrace
exactly.
it.
Oh,
Come
no, they
on
don't
now.
have to.
You're along for
No,
the
Omi,
ride.
you don't understand. They don't have to. They can watch Frozen and then leave. That's their call.
Mhm.
They're just
It's
being
true.
stupid at that point. Because this
It's
show
true.
is amazing, even with Emma.
Or it might
Whoa,
be that just
whoa,
people
whoa,
forgot.
whoa,
What? I feel okay. Am I the only one who likes Emma? Am
No,
I?
I like Emma.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
Sometimes I just feel it's like me and Nikki, just the battle of Emma.
No, it just makes
Actually,
for good
I'm
reasons.
neutral with Emma, and I'm
this
actually
episode wasn't
embracing
that
Emma
bad
more.
with Emma.
Yeah,
See,
I like Emma a lot more now. But
I'm
anyway,
not sold yet because I just didn't like her look as Dark Swan.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it. Her hair is just crusty and gross.
It's sparkly.
No, it's
Wait.
crusty.
It's sparkly.
Well, when she
Her
first came
outfit's
out,
awesome. Her outfit's awesome. Her hair
Oh,
is
yeah,
fucking
well, for
ugly,
sure.
crusty. And why make her more blonde than she already is? Make her dark hair because
Well,
that
it
just
wasn't-
suits it better.
why it was so crusty is it was like looked like paint or something in her hair, so they wouldn't have to bleach her hair blonde or about white. It was like, that gross stuff you wear in your hair for Halloween.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was like,
exactly
yeah.
what it is. But
yeah,
I think
mean,
they
Nikki
went with
pointed
that-
out that there was some drops in quality and stuff like that. Like Mr. Gold, Rumpelstiltskin's paint job, his face and everything, was definitely not at the quality that we've seen in the past. It was
Really?
definitely much weaker.
Yeah.
And
Well,
and
it-
Merida's hair was an obnoxious color orange, but
Well,
we'll get
I
into
have
that.
a thing, it's not just her hair; it's her dress too. Her dress is too bright.
Too bright. Yeah. We'll
It's
get
both her
into all
hair-
that. We'll get into all that. So the episode starts in 1989 in Minneapolis when young Emma is watching The Sword and the Stone movie theater. I think that was a great setup. Then we get the usher telling her not to pull Excalibur from the stone when
was like,
she
who
gets
the
the
hell is this
opportunity.
guy?
With that cryptic ass bullshit, how the fuck was she supposed to know that piece of shit Dagger was fucking Excalibur?
Mm.
I love it. I love that he just says, "Don't do it."
How the fuck was she supposed to know that? Also, she was a
She's
tiny
like-
child.
She's all like, what, 6?
I don't think that's what he was referring to, though. I think there's going to be another opportunity when a sword
Oh, yeah.
gets put in the stone and Emma has to pull it again. So
I don't
Or
know.
maybe she has to pull it out of Lancelot or Richard's, whoever it was, belt. I don't know.
What?
Pull the sword out of his scabbard. I don't know. Or pull it out of his dead body.
yeah, I don't know. But then
Leave it in that dead body. Don't you dare pull it out.
yeah, it cut to Arthur pulling the sword out of the stone, and then the tip is missing, and I'm like, as soon as that,
As soon as I saw
instantly
that.
I go,
Oh.
no.
Immediately.
Because I saw the scroll work and stuff, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
That
I
was
was like,
shit. That was an excellent reveal.
Yeah.
I do love the fact that if you're not worthy of Excalibur, you blow up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just-
I
Yeah,
like
was
that.
like-
twist.
that guy deserved it. He was an asshole.
Oh, he was a dick.
Yeah, I was waiting
was a
to see what
total dick.
happened. I was so waiting to see what happened.
I'll be a better king than you. Oh!
See, I
He
almost feel
went
like
away like the vampires and
I almost
and
feel like
interview the
revealing
vampire.
that the sword and the dagger were one and the same came a little too soon. But now I guess that leaves us the rest of the season pondering like how they're so connected and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would have rather just had that connection made like an episode or two later to just us be like, oh, sword in the stone, and then not even realize it, and then all of a sudden make the connection. Like I think that would have
Well,
been better.
the only people that know is us viewers. No one else knows that we know of right now.
King Arthur and his court, but other than that.
Yeah,
No, I don't
I
think
mean,
the-
I don't even
the
know if they
tips-
know. Yeah.
I don't think
I
they
don't
know.
think-
They know that Tip's gone,
Oh yes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
but they don't know that the Dark One's dagger is the tip.
Well, we don't know what they know because the memory loss. I can't. I can't.
I know. I wanted to drink, and I was like, I need a drink after I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, again.
You asked what I thought of this episode, and I literally couldn't give you an answer because I liked it up until we forgot everything. Oh,
Well,
See,
even
and I was
then,
the other
like,
way.
Again?
done before.
I was the other way. I was just like, this is an okay episode, and it's whatever. And then the ending, and I'm like, oh, here we go again, and I was excited. So
That's how everyone else's was like. Everyone in the cat. It was like everyone's like, oh shit, we forgot again.
yeah,
At least
What the fuck?
Fuck.
What the hell?
they
What's
made
with
a reference to again.
Again.
I can at least respect them for calling themselves out, but it's like
now I want to know though.
use this plot device already.
Yeah, but I want to know with this particular plot device, what exactly caused this? Is this another curse?
It was probably Emma, because it seemed like
Dark
she
one
remembered
something.
everything.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
could be, but just because you cast the curse does not mean you remember things. Last season, Snow White and Charming cast the curse, and they had no memories. So
Yeah, but they're
Yeah,
also
but they're not-
magic holders.
Yeah, they're also not like the epitome of all the dark magic in the fucking world.
right.
Because when Regina cast the curse, she remembered.
But
Yeah.
the reason why I say it wasn't Emma is because Emma has to give up the heart of the thing she loves the most, and Henry was still alive. So
Nah. Well, I mean,
But it
that might
could
be a
just-
different curse.
It could just be a memory wipe spell or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a curse.
well, that's what I'm saying. If it's a curse,
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it's
don't-
not like
I don't think it is. I don't know. I think it was a memory wipe because
Okay.
Emma did remember because
Yeah.
they asked her what happened, and she goes, "You guys failed," basically.
it's
in a
not
nutshell.
like they went there, they spent 6 months, and they were back immediately in the same spot. They actually, there was time that passed in Storybrooke without them being there.
Yeah.
So they lived in the Enchanted Forest at Camelot for 6 months. They were gone for 6 months.
6 weeks.
So
It was
Was
I
it-
thought it was 9 weeks.
it was 6 weeks later.
it was a
6
time
weeks.
frame, and they spent that time, and they were away. And both they were there in Camelot, and they were away in Storybrooke. There was
What?
that time, and they came back, and they just didn't have their memories anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's all Emma's fault. She did it that way because there was probably something that they can fix, and she doesn't want them to fix anymore because the powers corrupted her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought that was kind of cool, though, how they all got there in the first place. I mean, they had Merlin's wand, and the wand only worked for someone who can use both light and dark magic, and Regina is way too good to be able to use that wand right now. So they had to go to Zelena, and the way that they tricked her into doing it was genius,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Can we talk about Zelena cutting off her own hand?
And just putting it right back on.
Back on. There was no
No big
blood. There
deal.
was nothing. And I'm like, oh, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
She's a crazy bitch. It's gonna happen.
She is. I mean,
That woman is
she
psycho.
disintegrated into a porcelain dust cloud
Mhm.
and came back. So cutting her hand off, that doesn't seem out of the ordinary for her.
NBD, guys. NBD.
No big deal. So, I don't know, it was cool to see, the whole Portal to Oz kind of thing. Oh, the Twister, and then they all get into the house and like Dorothy's house kind of scenario, except it was Granny's diner. Which,
That was really funny.
yeah.
It was funny. It was hilarious.
And I like the dwarves coming in and they're like, we're not gonna be left out this time. We're not?
I don't know. I still want to punch Grumpy.
I love him.
Why?
I love him.
I don't
He's
know, I
not
still
grumpy
just-
anymore, he's dreamy.
Dreamy.
No, he was dreamy and then grumpy. Yeah.
He's
I don't
legal.
know.
They don't call him
Just-
by his dwarf name.
Yeah, he's just.
I don't know. Just something about him. I still want to punch him.
No,
Oh yeah, no, for sure, he's an arrogant prick, but I love him.
Well, he kind of had a point.
Yeah.
I mean, he is
Well,
kind of.
not because of that. It's just I think his past. It's basically the Facebook equivalent of those people that you scream out anytime something happens. Oh my God, the sky is falling.
Well,
He's
I
like
mean,
the town crier.
yes, I would.
There's a
probably-
tornado.
Oh
There
no!
we go.
Well, they're all inside, and from the outside, it's just like they're just talking with one another. They don't know what's going on, so I'd run in and say, "Hey, there's a fucking tornado, dudes! You
Yeah.
better get the hell out."
Yeah.
Does that you want to punch me in the face now?
No.
Okay,
There's a
there we go.
Twister.
Damn.
Yeah. But then we learned the beginning of the episode that Emma was in the Enchanted Forest. She's seeing visions of Rumple as the Dark One, and that's only because the Dark One best can relate to Emma as Rumple. Like, showed that he could be other forms of the Dark One.
And
so,
I did-
A
did-
fire-breathing pig.
Yeah, that was really funny. But I didn't realize that, or I didn't remember. But Rumple had visions of the guy he killed, right?
Mm-hmm.
After he killed him.
Zozo or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Whatever the heck his name is.
Zoso.
Uzo.
But
Yeah, and I
he did.
actually didn't remember that until right now. But he did have visions of him. So
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like their guide
Yeah.
to being the Dark One.
Yep. And, Rumple kind of tricked her into using magic and learning how to become the Dark One. And
Like, that was so hard.
I love some of the arguments that Emma was having with herself.
God, me too. And I especially love that she is actually saying all of that stuff out loud. And Merida was just like,
It's like, what? This woman's crazy.
crazy bitch.
I mean,
Yeah.
after a big change like that, if you're gonna talk to yourself, I mean, she has justification for that.
Oh no.
Especially like it's not just her imagining that there is something inside her telling her these things. There is something there, and it is
Literally.
talking to her.
Literally.
So,
As
literally.
Lee Silver says in chat, he goes, there are always two, a master and an apprentice. Star Wars reference. But yes, it's very, very true with the Dark One as well. So, yeah,
I hope they use that line in this season.
that would be great.
That would be amazing.
That
I'd
would
slap
be great.
somebody.
But
Groupies?
Punching, slapping people today.
Punch and slap.
yeah. Once Upon a Time decided to get a little brave this season.
Yeah.
Merida.
Oh god.
Oh, I should have got my figure. My Merida figure's downstairs.
Hmm.
I should just go get my bow and arrow and
I should
shoot.
just go equip some more puns.
Unequipped.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to disarm you.
So
I loved her. I thought she was great.
I love
I
the
thought they were gonna
actress.
kill her off for a
Her
second.
voice was on point.
Mhm.
I was,
Yes.
No, she had the whole saving her brother's thing to do, so they're going to do more with her.
no, I know that, but I was a little worried for a second. I was
Yeah,
like,
in the
they've
moment, it
they've
was-
been booking Merida like as the Braves coming to Once Upon a Time, and I'm just like, you're gonna kill her?
Yeah, it was clutch for a moment.
Yeah. So I don't know. The whole Will of the Wisp storyline stuff, that's kind of cool. I like that.
hmm I liked how they took the will of the wisp and the wisps, and they like gave it their own lore, sort
Mhm.
of.
Yep.
Like the whole whispering thing that wasn't a thing in the movie, but I really like how they adapted it for the Enchanted Forest.
Yeah, they did a good job about that and making the wisps.
They always do a great job with incorporating new characters that have had a really good standing with them, like, recently. Just their interpretation of her as, like, a visual interpretation is not on point. The actress and
Yeah.
her character personality on point. The way she
Her hair
looks,
is
not so much.
She's just
her
too
hair
vibrant.
is too red. Like it needs a little bit of brown in it or
It's
something.
that and the
Yeah.
dress. Just
It needs
her
to be the
dress,
bullshit
her
color.
hair is too vibrant. Auburn?
It's
Auburn.
Yes. It needs to be the
Auburn.
bullshit color.
Give me more auburn.
the bullshit color.
Yeah, Auburn
the
is a
bullshit.
bullshit color.
Ariel and Merida need to switch hair colors. Is what needs to happen.
Yeah, there you go. Because that was more Ariel color than it was Merida.
It was
color.
really orange for Ariel, but still, I mean, it's closer to an Ariel color than what she has now.
I honestly think her look is on point. It's just the color. It's just the shades of her. Her dress is too bright and her hair is too bright. Her cloak actually was literally perfect, and I want that cloak.
Yeah, that was a really nice cloak.
That teal should have been a little darker. It was
Yeah.
it was way too.
The wardrobe crew always does a fantastic job on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Granny's Diner's back, I guess. And it was just really awkward to see them all in town in like their Camelot dresses, and it looked like Zelena had been like living alongside of them just fine because she came over with them. So I'm like, what
happened?
What's going on with Zelena in the last like month and a half? So.
Well,
how are they going to react now that their
out.
memories were wiped? Are they going to go back to treating Zelena like, and is Zelena going to go back to being a bitch? Like how is that going to work?
We're assuming she stopped being a bitch.
Being a bitch.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
mean,
you're
for them
assuming.
to integrate her into the lives and not just like throw her into the Camelot dungeon.
Just because they gave her a change of clothes does not mean she's integrated.
When they showed them, they were all together.
They were just walking in, though, at that point.
Yeah, they were
then
just walking.
flash to present time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were all together.
Yeah, what were they going to leave her in the diner by herself?
Leave her in the Camelot dungeon.
But
I'm
they
pretty
hadn't gotten inside Camelot. Dumb.
I'm convinced that Zelena was not evil during this time period.
I bet you
During
she
the
was.
last 6 months.
I was kind of hoping
Even if she was tucked away in Camelot somewhere just to be away from everybody, Emma would bring her back. Because she would know things. Because she was there.
Yeah.
So she needs to wipe her memory.
No, but I feel like Zelena's going to be a very important part of it because she's the only one that can wield Merlin's wand at this point.
Yeah.
So she's going to have been out to do stuff because they're looking for Merlin.
Yes.
So.
Oh, they might have found him.
That doesn't mean she's turned good in 6 weeks.
I was actually kind of hoping that she would go back to Oz, so we would actually go back to Oz.
I don't know. She made the statement how she wanted to protect her child and all that stuff, and you know when mother instincts kick in, it changes things. So
you do know? You know when mother instincts?
Yes, I know personally from personal experience.
Being a cat mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's totally it.
I'm totally a mom. So.
You're a cat mama.
Anything else about this particular episode?
I really liked King Arthur. I thought he was pretty badass.
Yeah.
He didn't have much to do in this episode, but he's pretty badass.
No, we
He's
get to see
a cutie.
Lancelot's back.
He's a cutie.
Oh.
He's a cutie.
And then it's nice to see Lancelot back.
Yeah, but I don't understand that.
Cora.
No, but I don't understand that. How is
What?
Lancelot back?
Because this is before Cora got a hold of the black guy. This is before Cora got a hold of him. They said that. Well, not. I mean, I've heard it somewhere, but that's what they said. This is before.
So they went back in time?
It was more or less they followed Emma back in time?
I'm really confused.
True,
now.
You know
they
what?
latched on to Emma, so if Emma went back...
Because Cora killed Lancelot.
I don't think that's what we're focused on now. We're focused on the whole, like, they're fucking with our heads with time again. Fuck them.
They are.
We don't
No,
care.
I know Cora killed Lancelot.
Yeah.
Like, I
But
realize
this is
that,
before Cora got to Lancelot.
I'm curious. Is it time travel, or was Lancelot not actually dead?
Or was something
Was he left
altered?
like on the brink of death and came back? Didn't actually die, kind of thing. Cora thought she killed him, kind of.
No, because
I
he was
don't know.
talking about King Arthur, and King Arthur just became King Arthur when he pulled out the Excalibur. So he couldn't have. Yeah, no, it's before Cora.
Lee's saying in chat, Lancelot was not with Arthur when the knights found Emma and everyone. So Lancelot was with Arthur when he pulled the sword out. So
Oh, so that was in the past.
yeah.
He's already king now.
yeah.
He's
So
been
when he pulled the
king.
sword out in the first place, Lancelot was still alive, and then where they are now is much
Well,
later
we don't
in
know
the future.
exactly.
We just flashbacks to when Arthur pulled the sword.
I'm gonna assume when Arthur pulled the sword was 1989, is my guess.
Yeah.
You know what? To bring the actor back just for that little scene, I don't think they're not gonna not tie him in like
There's
somewhere
gonna be
else.
flashbacks. They already said there's gonna be many flashbacks from Camelot.
Okay, well,
So
flashbacks.
yeah, so they had already mentioned that he will be a reoccurring character.
You're right, Nikki.
They already messed with their heads by erasing their memories again and apparently going back in time.
I don't think they're back in
Then
time.
they're like, oh, we're gonna do some more flashbacks to go back in time some more, because we're not fucking around with the time frame enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think they actually went back in time, but
No, it makes sense now that
Yeah.
Lee said that.
yeah. Thank you, Lee.
Yes.
Anyway, next week the episode is called The Price. Not The Price is Right, just The Price. Regina steps up in an unexpected way to protect Emma. A celebration at Camelot turns deadly, and Hook tries to bring Emma back to the light. Why, Hook? We already know you're gonna fail.
Okay, now
We don't know why. You don't know why they
Right.
fell,
No.
which is a good thing. And I'm pretty sure they're going to figure we're going to go down the road of how the Dagger and the Excalibur got separated at some point.
oh yeah, that's definitely something they're gonna at least address in the slightest.
Yeah.
I really want Hook.
They better be more than just like a
Now,
little bit.
while we were on our nice long summer break from the show, we granted one of Clio's wishes. Mulan will be returning this season.
You're welcome.
One of
I
Clio's
saw
other
that.
wishes.
Knew you would love it.
One of
you
Clio's
posted
other
it.
wishes
Yeah.
was the hookup between Mulan and Aurora, which has been confirmed. So that will be happening.
Well, we'll see if it's. I mean, is it a hookup like just a kiss?
No, they've
Or-
actually said that
They will be exploring
they're
a relationship.
addressing
Yes.
they're addressing the relationship between them two. It's not just like we're friends. It's more than that.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
We
But
will
yeah.
be getting a multiple episode arc involving Ruby.
Sweet. Yep, I'm really happy she's coming back.
And then
About time.
just today, I found out that Dr. Whale will be returning. And that surprises me more than any of the news because David Anders is currently on the CW's iZombie.
He's everywhere.
Maybe Tinkerbell's coming back.
Maybe. She's
No.
she's also the actress that plays Tinkerbell is the main girl in iZombie. So for David Anders to come back, I mean, it may only be an episode or two kind of thing. But it's just that seems so weird to me because he's got such a big role in there, and it's the scheduling. Especially since iZombie just turned into a fall show now, when last season it was a winter show. So I don't know. I'm curious.
Well, Lisa does have a point. It might not be Aurora, but that she falls for. But it
In
might.
the article I read, it said it was Aurora.
Yeah, I read that article that also said Aurora as well.
Yeah.
So.
But we don't know. It could be any. I mean, as long as if they go down that road, I'm perfectly happy. As long as they do it right.
Yeah. It's
And,
just gotta
Of course.
you know.
Lee wants a crossover with Zombie Tinkerbell.
be.
That'd be great.
Oh my dear Lord.
What I really want is I want Hook to try to get Emma back on the good side, but Emma drags Hook to the dark side. That's what I want.
What I want to see is an entire show revolving around David Anders, where all of David Anders' characters from every show that he's played comes together in the same show.
That would be the biggest cast on any TV show.
No. It's the entire cast is just David Anders.
It's just him. It's just him.
It's just David Anders. It's David
yeah, I
Anders
know.
from Arrow. It's David Anders from Vampire Diaries. It's David Anders from Once Upon a Time. It's David Anders from iZombie. It's David Anders from Heroes.
I'm just saying, like, with how many characters he's played, the cast itself, even if it's just him, is going to be the biggest cast at any TV
The
show in
production
history.
would be
Yeah.
so. Oh my gosh! Can you imagine producing that?
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
It'd be
Just
like
a-
freaking the Eddie Murphy movie where he plays all those characters.
The Nutty
The
Professor.
Crumps,
Yes, the Nutty Professor.
the Clumps. He was the the Clumps.
Now that we've switched to Cat Cam, you guys have
Cat
anything
Cam.
else for us before we go?
I'm actually looking forward to this season.
See, I'm looking forward to the season more than I was Frozen because I actually see story in this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's
There
not
was-
just Elsa and Anna, and
There was
they were
story in
lovable
Frozen.
characters. They were lovable characters. There was story. I'm sorry, but I mean, I didn't enjoy that story as much as like I enjoyed the Sword and the Stone and all the other interpretations of it in the past. Like, it's just that maybe Frozen was too hyped for me.
I'm getting very excited to finally fucking meet Merlin.
Yes, and please make him an amazing.
Yeah.
Just the cat. I want Christopher Lloyd
Watch
or
it.
something.
I was just gonna say Christopher Lloyd.
No,
I
they,
thought
they
he's
already
a young
cast
guy.
him. Yeah,
He's a
they already
young guy.
cast him. He's
I've already
been
seen
shown.
a picture of him.
Yeah,
Mm.
and I'm very disappointed because it is not John Locke. So
That's what you wanted. Yeah,
that's
I
what I
remember you
wanted.
saying that.
I'm still waiting for one of the lost cast members to show up in this season. It's got to happen. It's going to happen. So who it's gonna be, I don't know. But a good person to show up just randomly would be for Jack. I'd like Jack to just show up. It'd be great. So, yeah, I think that about does it.
Or Evangeline Lilly, she's too busy with Marvel.
She is. Rachel, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Twitter at Savannah. Right.
Lee, sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
Savannah
Lee is saying
17.
Merlin was the usher. So,
Okay, I sort of thought that.
yeah.
Then I thought maybe the usher
Oh
might
no, I
have been
thought the picture. I thought the guy was like a white guy.
No.
I thought the usher might have been Archimedes, the owl.
No, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive that I remember. I knew the usher looked familiar, and now that Lee's saying it, I remember seeing that as
I am
Merlin.
totally down for that because he was cool. I liked him.
That's fun. That's cool.
Yep.
Although cryptic as fuck.
Alright, sorry, Rachel.
He's a wizard.
Where can the people find you?
They can find me at Twitter at Savannah17 and on Twitch at Suggest Savannah.
Excellent. Clio, where can the people find pictures of your cat?
You can find me and my kitty cat at Cleomoto on the socials and on Twitch at the Cleomoto.
She looks so chill right now in comparison to
She's
every other
tired.
time I've seen her.
I know.
She's tired.
Aww.
Tired.
Does she
She's
want to lay in
just
her?
given up.
Does she want to lay on her back? Can you
Probably
cradle
not.
her on her back? No.
She does not like that at all. I'm lucky she's not attacking me right now.
Awesome. Mickey, where can the people find you in your rocket ship chair?
Rocket Man!
It's a race chair.
It's a rocket ship chair.
It's a race car chair. Come on. Well, they can find me on Twitter. Lady Venom 24. LADYVENOM 24.
Oh, Lee is saying get the actor to play John Locke to play as Zeus. That would be really good too. I'd actually like that. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Ramadan, doo 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 doo.
Good one, Melody. Good on you.
You can also
You're
find
talented.
us and more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, and right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Until next week, may the force be with you.
Oh, you missed it. I'm making the Spock symbol.
Piss off, Dom.
Alright, I